everyone, Peter Hewitt, la-artistino here. First of all, I'd just like to put a disclaimer in. If you hear any yapping or barking or scratching, I am currently babysitting my grand puppy. That's my son's dog, who is a little 3-month-old Sheltie. So he's trying very hard to be good, but he is a puppy, so I'm not holding up much hope. Back to what I'm talking about today. Recently, I ordered a pack of pencils here off Aliexpress, and I posted this pack of pencils up on my Instagram account and asked everybody if they would like to know more about them. These pencils are sold on Aliexpress by the seller Pastel stationery store, and I will leave a link below in the comments of where you can get them from. They come in a 12 and a 24 pack. The 12 pack retails for $9.89 Australian, and the 24 pack is $14.95 Australian with free shipping. Now, I don't know how that converts into your currency or your country. You would have to log on to AliExpress in your country and see how much it would cost in your currency. Now, there's not much information on the packs of these pencils. It does say Marco here and coloured pencils, but there's not much else information they give you. But I assume because it says Marco that it's manufactured by the same company, or at least marketed by the same company that sells the Marco Refine and the Marco Renoir pencils, which are both Chinese brands. And I will say that the feel of using these pencils and the density of the colour that you get out from them is very similar to the Marco Renoirs. And I would say that these pencils would be compatible to use with them. Now, on the barrel, if I can pull one out here, you've got very limited information. You've just got the number 9100, colour pencil and Marco. There are no identifying information for what colour is what, and there is no information on the pack about the pigments that are used in these pencils or any kind of light fastness rating. So I wouldn't trust them in terms of leaving the finished pictures out in sunlight, because you don't know how much that sunlight is going to affect the colours and whether they will change or fade over time. On the plus side with these pencils, what you see is what you get, and what I mean by that is whatever you see as the barrel colour is pretty much identical to what the lead is, so there's no guesswork there. You can see exactly what you're going to get with each pencil, which kind of negates the need for a name when you're actually using them. Now, I have swatched them out here on this piece of paper. I won't bore you by swatching them in front of you. I'll just do it beforehand. I prepared this one earlier, and these are the colours I've got. Now, they are fairly easy to lay down. They're not very soft and they're not very hard. They're a medium, and I would say they're probably what you would call a craft level of pencil, which makes them quite suitable for colouring. This is them on a white piece of paper, and as you can see, the colours are lovely. There's a good selection of pastel colours. They are all pastel though. There's no desaturated browns or greys or anything. They're all soft, bright colours. I test them out as well on a grey, well, this, tell you what it is, the Strathmore toned grey paper, just to see how dense they were. And they're not the best. Certainly if you're using pastel coloured Prismacolors, you're going to get a lot more bang for your buck in terms of the density of colour and the occlusion of the grey paper underneath. But they're not bad. I haven't tested it on black paper, but again, I think if you're going to colour on toned or coloured paper, you're best going for one of the very soft, dense pencils like Prismacolors. But this will do in a pinch. I've also had a bit of a test on Create Space paper in Enchanted Faces by Hannah Lynn. I went to the back page here and just wanted to test how we blend. And as a lot of people do use Create Space paper, there is a lot of lovely books printed on this paper. I thought it would be a nice one to test the blending out. I've got a range of different pencils here that I've tested, and the Marco pastel pencils, these guys are at the top here. And they're not the easiest to blend. You do have to work it a little bit. It's not as straightforward as, say, Prismacolor or Polychromos, but it's certainly very doable, and you can get a nice result as well. These pencils do not layer, can't be layered forever, you know, like a polychromos where you can put 10 layers on and there's still room to go. These Marco pastel pencils tend to sort of like fill up the tooth of the paper fairly quickly, and I wouldn't try more than probably 3 decent layers, maybe more if you're going very lightly. But I'm not unhappy with them, and I'd quite happily use these pencils in this book. And I've had a bit of a go in various other papers in different colouring books, and I've come really much to the same conclusion. They're not artist quality, they're hobbyist quality, but they're quite nice. So, who do I think would benefit from having these pencils? Well, anybody who is after a nice set of pastel coloured pencils to fill out their pencil collection, but can't afford the very high-end ones, such as the Holbein pastel set, which are gorgeous but very pricey. These, you really can't go wrong with the price for them. They're pleasant enough to use. They're not as, you know, easy as say the really high-end pencils, but you will get a nice result with them. And anyway, I will leave the information down below for you, and you can see if you'd like to give them a go yourself. Let me know what you think if you purchase them. I'm happy with them, and I will continue to use them. And I think that just about concludes this review. I hope you've enjoyed it. I am hoping to get back into more videos in the near future. It's a little bit difficult for me with my commitments, but I'm going to make a bigger effort towards getting content out. Have fun on any colouring adventures that you are currently on, and until next time, happy colouring. I hope you're enjoying any colouring adventures that you are currently on, and until next time, happy colouring.